Hi class, in this video we are going to continue our discussion regarding exponential function. So specifically, we are going to target our objective regarding solving exponential equation. But before we proceed with solving exponential equation inequalities, let's first recall some definition or theorems that you should be familiar or if you should familiarize yourself before we deal with exponential equations and inequalities. So here are the definitions na dapat po ay alam nyo na at I hope na na-mention last time sa inyong mga previous videos. So sabi daw po, if you let A be not equal to 0, we define the following as a raised to 0 is equal to 1 and a raised to negative number is equal to a over a, ay 1 over a raised to n. So simply, for the first definition, any number or any letter or variables that is raised to 0, the answer will automatically be equal to 1. And if you have any variables or numbers that is raised to negative, so you get the reciprocal, so you will have 1 over a raised to n. So, magiging positive na po siya. So, case din po, pagka ang iyong negative naman din po ay nasa baba or nasa denominator like a over a, ay 1 over a raised to negative n. So, get the reciprocal of that fraction. Ito, para magkaroon tayo ng positive. So, you will have a raised to n. Then, for the theorems, or ito yung mga tinatawag nating laws of exponent na you're familiar with. So, ito daw po yung mga dapat yung tatandaan. So, first one, if you let R and S be a rational numbers. Then, for number 1, you have A raised to R times A raised to S. When you combine them, the product is equal to a raised to r plus s. So, you simply add the exponent given that their bases are the same. So, ganun din naman po when you divide a raised to r by a raised to s. So, the quotient is equal to a raised to r minus s. So, the exponents are subtracted or mag-ima-minus mo po sila. This is only applicable kapag ka same bases ha. Then, for number 3, is kapag meron ka daw pong expression na naka-raise by another power like this one, a raised to r raised to s, what you're going to do with the exponents is you are going to multiply them. So, magiging equal na siya sa a raised to r times s. Then, for number 4 and 5, actually magkatulad lang din po yan. When you have a times b raised to r, what you're going to do with the exponent, dahil nga po mayroong presence ng parentheses dito, it means that this r exponent should be distributed to your a and b. That is why it is equal to a raised to r, b raised to r. So, ganun din po siya sa ating number 4, which is a over b. So, again, mayroong presence siya ng parentheses and yung exponent natin implies that you're going to distribute this r exponent to a na numerator and b na nasa denominator natin. So, it will be equal to a raised to r all over b raised to r. So, ayan po yung mga definitions and theorems na you first have to familiarize yourself. Now, this time, let's proceed in solving exponential equations. But before that, let's have first the one-to-one property of exponential functions. If you have x sub 1 is not equal to x sub 2, then b raised to x sub 1 is not equal to b raised to x sub 2. Conversely, if b raised to x sub 1 is equal to b raised to x sub 2, then x sub 1 is equal to x sub 2. So, in other words, when an exponential equation has the same base on each side, the exponents must be equal. So, yun po yung gagamitin natin, yung concept po ng one-to-one property of exponential function to solve for exponential equations. So, we have to make the bases of each side of our equation be the same so that we can equate their exponents. So we have first, for our first example, solve the equation 4 raised to x minus 1 is equal to 16. So alam niyo po na ang 16 can be expressed as 4 raised to 2. So rewrite natin yung ating 16. So magkakaroon tayo ng 4 raised to x minus 1 is equal to 4 raised to 2. Then now we have our base as 4, both sides na po ng ating equation. So therefore, using one-to-one property of exponential function, we can now equate our exponent, or we can now express our exponent as equal. So you will have x minus 1 is equal to 2. Then let's solve for x. So x, by transposing negative 1 to the other side of the equation, you will have x is equal to 2 plus 1, which is equal to x is equal to 3. So, kung i-check natin yan, if we let x be equal to 3, let's check in our equation if 4 raised to 3 minus 1, is it equal to 16? So, 3 minus 1, obviously, is equal to 4 raised to 2, which is equal to 16. Ayan. Next, let's have this example. We have 125 raised to x minus 1 is equal to 25 raised to x plus 3. So, ang ating 25 and 125 can be expressed as 5 raised to cube and 5 raised to squared respectively. So, 125 is equal to 5 raised to cube, then 25 is equal to 5 raised to squared. Ayan. So, they are now expressed in the same basis. So, ipalitan na lang natin yung 125 and 25 natin. So, magiging 125, so 5 cube raised to x minus 1 is equal to 5 squared raised to x plus 3. Then, when we have a power raised by another power, using our laws of exponent or theorem, so we are now going to multiply our exponent to the powered exponent. So, you will have 5 raised to 3 times x minus 1 equal to 5 raised to 2 x times x plus 3. Ayan. So, we have now same basis for both side of our equation. So, using one-to-one property of exponential function, we can now equate, or we can now express the exponents as equal. So, you will have 3 raised to x minus 1 is equal to 2 raised 2 times x plus 3. Then, solve na natin by simplifying both sides. Simplifying. So, you will have 3x minus 3 equal to 2x plus 6. So, let's try to solve for x. Solve natin, transpose natin yung mga other terms sa other side ng ating mga equations. So, you will have 3x minus 2x, 6 plus 3. Then, simplify, combine natin, 3x minus 2x, you will have x equal to 3 plus 6 equal to 9. So, ayan. So, you have x is equal to 9. So, try natin siya i-check kung tama po ba. If we have x is equal to 9, let's have 125 raised to 9 minus 1. Is it equal with 25 raised to 9 plus 3? So, 9 minus 1 is 8. 125 raised to 8, is it equal with 25 raised to 9 plus 3 is equal to 12. So, pwede mo itong i-check sa calculator, or pwede mo rin pong gamitin itong 125 is equal to 5 cube and 25 is equal to 5 square. So, express natin yung ating 125 as 5 cube raised to 8. Then, 25 as 5 squared raised to 12. Then, obviously, when you multiply the exponents of both sides of your equation, you can have 5 raised to 24 equal to 5 raised to 24. So, therefore, equal siya. Then, we have our true solution or tama ang ating solution, which is x is equal to 9. Next po, next example, you have 3 raised to 4x is equal to 9 raised to x plus 1. So, that is 9 is equal to 3 squared. So, palitan natin yung ating 9 dito. You will have 3 raised to 4x equal to 3 squared raised to x plus 1. Then, simplify natin. Alisin natin yung ating parenthesis. So, you will have 3 raised to 4x is equal to 3 raised to 2 times x plus 1. So, power by raised to another power. We multiply 2 by x plus 1. Then, we have now the same basis. So, therefore, we can apply the one-to-one property of exponential function and equate our exponents to each other. So, you will have 4x is equal to 2 times x plus 1. Then, simplify. 4x equal to 2x times 1 plus 2. Ayan. Then, solve na natin ang ating x. So, 4x transpose 2x to the other side of our equation. 2x minus 2x plus 2 or 2 na lang. Then, you will have 2x is equal to 2. Dividing both side by 2. Therefore, our x is equal to 1. Ayan. Next po, example number 4. For our example number 4, you have 9 raised to x squared equal to 3 raised to x plus 3. So, alam naman natin na ang 9 is expressed as 3, can be expressed as 3 raised to 2. So, ganun na lang din po, automatic natin, solution. We'll have 3 raised to 2 raised to x squared equal to 3 raised to x plus 3. Then, simplify lang natin. Alisin natin yung parenthesis symbol. You will have 3 raised to 2 times x squared or 2x squared equal to 3x plus 3. Ayan, we have now same basis, one-to-one property. So, you will have 2x squared is equal to x plus 3. So, meron tayong x squared. So, pwede natin itong isulat actually para ma-solve natin yung values ng ating x into a quadratic form of ax squared plus bx plus c. Then, equate natin ito sa 0. So, transfer natin lahat ng ating mga variables na nandito sa ating right side, sa ating left. You will have 2x squared minus x minus 3 equal to 0. Now, this time, ayan, meron na tayong quadratic equation. We can now factor out or gamitin nyo yung mga completing of squares or quadratic formula in solving for x. Pero this time, mas madali kasi natin siyang ma-solve using factoring. So, you have 2x, x, then ang ating last term is negative 3. Kailangan maging sagot sa gitna is negative 1. So, that is negative positive 1, negative 3. So, check lang natin. You will have 2 times x, 2x, negative 3 times positive 1, negative 3. So, you have 2 times 1, positive 2x, positive 2x. Then, negative 3 times x, negative 3x. When you combine them, the answer is the middle part, which is negative x. So, meron na tayong factors na, continue natin dito, na factors na 2x minus 3 and x plus 1 equal to 0. Then, by equating both factors to 0, we can now solve for the values of our x. So, first, dito sa kabila, you will have 2x minus 3 equal to 0. Transpose natin yung ating negative 3. You will have positive 3 dividing both side by 2. Then, our x is equal to 3 halves. Ayan. Then, dun sa isa, madali lang. Negative 1 to the other side, yun na agad yung solution ng ating example number 4. So, that concludes our discussion about solving exponential equations. In our next video, we are going to discuss solving exponential inequalities.